What's up, cousins? Check in with me. Today is the 23rd. Okay? Let's start off with I have had a birthday extravaganza. Okay? And I say extravaganza, make sure I ain't cutting the stove on. When I say extravaganza, I'm talking about when they say the Lord knows your heart. See, and at this point, I am now believing, understanding, and have concluded we be saying that wrong. We be saying that wrong. Because the Lord knew my heart. And even though I'm such a giver, I never really, it's a little different for me to take because I'm such a giver. But baby, the Lord knew my heart, okay? I'm talking about from the cake. Yes, ma'am, you did that. You did that. When I tell you, Miss Donna, you did that, okay? Because if you've never done nothing else that makes me know from the bottom of your heart that you care and that you love, you did it with that cake, ma'am, okay? From my mama sideline planning, and I have to say it that way because I'm in the church arena, I'm her administrator. So I really am, I have a lot of access, right? So for her to be able to sideline and plan 3 days of surprises, ain't nobody dope as you. You just so fresh and clean. So fresh and so clean. I'm talking about, okay? And not just because she my mother, but because she my mother. For all the people that joined in, all her little mini corporates, okay? All of you little mini corporates, all of y'all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all of y'all, okay? All of y'all that was trying to keep secrets because, there's always one. That I almost take it out, okay? But you're loved as well, okay? There is still love and enough love for everybody to go around. Listen, man, y'all, my kids, oh, excuse me, y'all. I promise you that was so not on purpose. Either way, bless the Lord. My kids did great. Okay, the youth department, y'all came out and y'all really made a little girl proud. Okay, I always say we are the new church. And y'all really made a girl feel proud to be a part of the new church that's training the next church. And so for all the kids to be in every aspect of it, to the manner in which they were, because they wasn't a part of every part of the celebration, but where they were a part of it, I'm absolutely, completely, overly proud. First, I'm very proud, right? And then I'm humble because even in yesterday, a lot of the tributes that went out, seeing the kids cry, and I am a big crybaby, but not in a I want to make you cry kind of way, but to see the kids just be humble and vulnerable and say the things that they said. I man, listen, the Lord knows your heart. You know, the Lord knows your heart. Like he knows exactly what you can have. He knows exactly what you can handle, and he absolutely knows exactly what you need. Okay, because the abundance of love that was given and is still being shown. So when I say it's been given and still receiving, man, listen, I got about 4 and counting lunch dates, breakfast dates, and dinner dates, and not necessarily with people like that, but just man, my village, just with my village still scheduled in for this week. The Lord knows what you need, and I am just so grateful to be, one, to be among the numbers. I'm grateful. I am grateful because the Lord knows what you need. And and here it is. The devil is so ugly. He's so ugly. In the words of one of my favorite content creators, that musty devil, okay? Because he's musty. He's musty. Okay? You cannot be ready to walk into anything new without already having your mind and your spirit and your heart set at that there's always another devil for the next level. Okay? Because that that's all I can say to that is, because now, and I'm going to say it like this, at the tender age of 40, okay? At the tender age of 40, I clearly understand why when I was younger and the old people would just go, mm, 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 my Lord. I get it. Yes, ma'am, I get it. I got, sir, deacon, elder, reverend, pastor, bishop, doctor. I understand why the people of God just says, mm, mm, mm. Arms crossed and fingers tucked. Because, these people don't understand when they are in, they are working for the enemy, and then they don't understand. They don't understand. So, as a kingdom worker, I am grateful. I am grateful to be here. I made it 40 years. The devil has been busy. I'm going to make another post about that. But right in this part of my praise report, okay? Because I don't know if y'all know there's a difference between a testimony and a praise report. Okay? But I don't know, but we're not going to teach on that today. But if you did not know, I want you to know today there's a difference. So in my praise report, I'm just saying thank you. Again, the Lord gives you the very thing you need. And I believe if we as people get out of the Lord's way, then we can actually see what the Lord doing. Yeah, just get out of his way. Just get out the Lord's way. So you can really see what the Lord is doing. Because let me tell you something. Struggling with people in every capacity. Work, family, friends. It becomes a part where you struggle with people. Especially when you have expectations. It's a struggle. But when you stop struggling because of your expectations and just let the Lord do his big one, everybody's there. Everybody's there. Okay? The parent that you need is there. It's not the parent you want, it's the parent you need. Okay? I want y'all to hear me on today. It's not the siblings that you want, it's the siblings that you need. Okay? It's not the nieces and nephews that you want, but it's the nieces and nephews that you need. It's not the village that you want, but it is the village that you need. Okay? I'm just saying, from the top to the bottom. From the top to the bottom. You know what I mean? And I'm saying this generally because it may hit you how it needs to hit you. But for people that's, raised by their grandparents or, have a great way with their grandparents, and if your grandparent don't meet the expectations in which you think they should meet, get out the way and let the Lord put the grandparent person in your world. And you won't even miss a beat. Because what you want ain't even got nothing to do with what you need. Your wants is your flesh. Your needs is your spirit. Y'all got to get your spirit in line. Okay, hold on. Let me slide back over to where my praise report. Okay, let me get back over here to my praise report. Okay. We're just going to call this part 1 for the day. Because it might be like a 3-part kind of conversation for the day. Because you know what? 40 is different. 40 is different. And on my next video, I'm going to tell y'all why 40 is different. But even in right now, 40 is different because, again, the Lord absolutely knows the desires of your heart. Man, y'all, we had t-shirts made. I had a coochie cake. Man, I had surprises. I cried. Do y'all know how hard it is to get me to cry with a surprise? Like, it takes a lot to get me. But I was got every day. And listen, that is absolutely the most. That's the most. Like, that's the most, right? But listen, this is still the progress of a widow. Don't forget to check out my podcast.